Alright, what's up everybody? My name is Zelkenon. This is another Smite Super Builds. This episode will be a little late, I guess you can say posted. I am on the MMO Hut stream currently as of this recording, so chilling over there. But this video will still be up today, so that's good. So this was a requested build to do for Aphrodite. I don't think I've done one before actually, now that I think about it. Well, here it goes. So I played Aphrodite a few times, mainly in Assault, and I actually kind of like it because you're almost like sort of tanky, and it's I don't know. I have some weird thing for Aphrodite where it's kind of fun to play her. I don't know. So let's jump right into the items. Actives. Heavenly Agility is definitely a must for healers. Basically more for the passive, not really passive, but when you activate it, you and your allies' healing is also increased by 25%, so more heals for everybody. And that includes regeneration, I do believe, and also everybody gets a movement speed increased. Therefore, you can either charge in, start a team fight, or you can charge out and leave a team fight. So that works well for that. Next, we have Salvation. This works as basically more heals, and it does count towards your total healing at the end of the match, where you look at the stats, and this goes towards that. So you give you and your allies more HP and mana, pretty obvious. So that helps your heals out. Next, we have Shoes of Focus. This is a more support healer, so we're not really too worried about damage. I mean, you can do a damage build, but that'd be not this exactly. So we're going with cooldown reduction. She needs some cooldown reduction, mainly because switching your smooches or kiss, whatever you want to call it. So it's just faster to switch to who you want to heal and who you want to ulti. And with that being said, also more lovebirds, some more heals. So that's why we do that. And also, it doesn't hurt to have more ultis. 42-second cooldown on an ulti is just amazing. So we have a lot of survivability, and we can quickly switch. Since Afro, it's pretty obvious, she's more of a single target healer. So having cooldown reduction is really good for her to switch from different targets. Next, we have Voidstone. Helps you survive. She does need to survive quite a bit and able to heal people. And of course, May just don't have magical protection scaling, so this is a pretty good item, and the power increases your heals as well. And you also get a decent aura to help out the team. If you somewhat end up in the chaos of the team fight, you reduce the enemy's magical protection by 15, so that works out well. Next, we have Breastplate of Valor for that extra cooldown reduction cap that we need. It also grants you more mana and physical protection. If you want, you can get Chronos Pendant, but the only thing that I have against Chronos Pendant, for Arena, it's kind of useless for Arena since you can go back to the base to get your mana back. And I mean, that's you kind of lose the defense. But that's more if you can go more damage oriented. If you're not going damage oriented, I recommend Breastplate of Valor, so it makes you more tanky. You have more mana, so that's still more abilities that you can use in, of course, CDR. Also, it's a fairly cheap item to buy as well, so it's really awesome. Of course, you can't be a healer without this bad boy, so we have the Rod of Asclepius for the crazy amount of power, actually, more survivability of the health, movement speed, and of course the aura of more healing. So we have a lot of healing going on right now. So next is Ethereal Stuff. Now this slot item you can change. If you don't want Ethereal Stuff, that's fine. I pick it up for the more survivability, with the more HP, because sometimes you may be focused more. It's the more ideal way to go is, focus down the healer. That way you can kill the rest of the team. So being a healer, support, whatnot, you're going to be focused more often, or you should be focused, and you will be. So this helps that out, and also grants you more power with the passive. If you don't want this, you can switch to a lifesteal item, like Bancroft's Talon. So the way this works is if you cast your lovebirds on enemies, not only will you get healed from the lovebirds, but you get lifesteal from the lovebirds, so it's like extra healing, if you know what I'm talking about. So that kind of helps out your own self with the healing. You can do that, but I prefer Ethereal Stuff for the more tanky-ish way. Next, we have Rod Tahuti, just basically the more power that we do need for extra heals, and MP5 is pretty nice to have. And that's pretty much it. Of course, we have our 2 potions, but our HP is sitting at 2500 and 2200 for mana. Power, 463. physical defense 138, magical defense 80. So I mean, there's several different routes you can go with Aphrodite. If you don't want the Void Stone, and you're not really worried about the power and you want more of the protection, you can go like Pestilence. That gives you a lot of HP and defense, or you can go like Stone and Gaia, just have a lot of HP 5 and MP 5 and just 70 protections for magical. So there's a little different routes you can go with that, but this is just what I kind of recommend. This is what I use personally. I did use this build. I didn't get to finish it in an assault, and I got like 30k heals. It's just ridiculous. So let's go ahead and test out some numbers. Since these guys don't really hurt me, I'm just gonna do Lovebirds. 124 ticks, not too bad. Minions don't really hurt me at all. So there you go. 648 with the 2. Yeah, we have red buff. Don't mind my clan chat. We have red buff, so 551 magical power. So let's try out Lovebirds with that. There you go, Lovebirds. That's good numbers. 2, 700. There we go. So as you can see, we still do decent damage with this build and being tanky at the same time. So let's go. I'll let Gold Fury hit me a few times. That way you can kind of see how tanky you are, and then you also see the heals, since that's what this is kind of about. So only 71 chunks. That's fairly easy to heal back up. So I'll get a little low, and I'll start healing. So let's go ahead and start healing. 139 heals. Look at that. We're healed all the way back up. So that gives you an idea of your healing. Now if you do want even more heals, you can go more of a paper cannon. So you can go like a little less tanky items and go a little bit more just pure power. So that gives you more damage and health. I mean, sorry, health and heals. Or heals and damage. There you go. Got the right combo. But I like this build a little bit more. Just be able to survive. Okay, so I'm going to use my magical mites, 624, and I'll go ahead and use elixir, 732, Lovebirds, pegging his face off for 143, 2 for 700, and basic attack. What you can use, if you want to go more damage oriented, Polynomicon works fairly well on Aphrodite. How this works is you stun them with your 1, and then you follow up with a basic attack, and that does quite a bit of chunk just with that alone. So let's go ahead and try Lovebirds on these minions. 150, and then basically 750 with the 2. So there you go. That pretty much covers this build. I guess a fairly short video. Thanks for watching. If you have any other questions, I didn't have red buff at the time, but whatever. Yeah, if you have any other questions or suggestions on what you want to see on the channel, or any other builds you want me to do, let me know in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. I'll see you guys later.